Hello, in this video I will show you how to add save logic for your customization. I will use modular meta soldier project as an example. First of all, we will need to create a blueprint of a save game class. Now we need to create variables in it, which will store our customization variables from modular meta soldier. So let us open our meta soldier blueprint to see which variables we need to store. Let's start by creating variables which will store current skeletal meshes in the save blueprint. We should create a variable of a corresponding class. We need a separate variable to store vest, boots, legs, arms, helmet, belt and body. Next, let's do the same for color arrays, which represent customizable colors for every body part. These arrays should be of a linear color type. In the next step, we will create variables of a Boolean type, which will store customization variables that define visibility of attachments and camo patterns used in materials. Now I will create a variable for storing a flag page index. Okay, now let's make a set a function which will pull all the customization data out from MetaSoldier blueprint to our save blueprint. I'm just setting all save variables and creating input pins. I forgot to create variables for storing camo patterns that also vary, and float variables for storing weathering levels for every material. So let's do that now. I forgot to create variables for storing camo patterns that also vary, and float variables for storing weathering levels for every material. So let's do that now. Pattern variables should be of a texture type, not a texture 2D. Let's add our newly created variables to the setter function too. Okay, we have created a setter function. Now we need to create a getter, which will get all saved customization data from the save to the meta soldier blueprint. I'm getting each and every variable in the save blueprint and creating an output pin for it in a getter function. Let's proceed to meta soldier blueprint and create an event which we'll call saving logic. First we will check if a save object exists in a specific save slot and create a new one if it doesn't. Now I'm creating a function that sends our customization data to our save blueprint with the help of a set of functions that we have created before. We need our save object variable to be of a type bpSave. It's a class that we have created, so we don't have to cast to it to call a function in it. Let's populate all setter function inputs with data from corresponding customization variables. Skeletal meshes, linear colors, booleans, patch index, and flows. All customization variables that I exposed. Let's call this function. Now when all the customization data was sent to the save object, we may save game to a specific slot. Now let's create an event for loading customization data. First, let's check if the save object exists, like we did it in the save logic. We can just reuse a part of it. We are loading a game object from a specific slot, casting to a bpSave, which will allow us to call a getter function from it. I will create a function which will get customization data from a safe with the help of a getter function which we have created in a safe blueprint area, and uses data to populate corresponding customization variables in MetaSoldier blueprint. Do not forget to connect all the wires. Let's call this function. Now, when all our customization variables are populated with data from a safe, we'll need to run the customization script which applies this data in the construction script, once again in our loading script. So I will collapse it to a function and reuse it. Now let's open the customization widget and hook up our save logic to the apply button. We can load a customization save whenever we need. On the startup of our gameplay level, we can make it from a sequence if we are making a short film, for example. The only thing we need is a reference to our customized character. I will call loading customization event from a customization widget on its construct event. I almost forgot to give a name to a save slot. That is very important. You can't leave it blank, otherwise save won't work. I will call it customization. Okay, let's try out our save system. If you already have modular MetaSoldier, you don't have to worry about a save system. You will get it with an update. If you haven't got modular MetaSoldier yet, the link is in the description. Thank you for watching. See you later.